Welcome. Come on in.
And we have our first soap today from 345 Soaps.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey,
Welcome.
It's so good to see you. We're glad you came. Thank you. Please like and subscribe. It helps out our channel. And
grab your coffee.
We've got a couple of things to mention here. We mentioned this a couple of episodes ago, but I want to make sure everybody saw it. The worst part of my day is walking my razor blade wrappers over to the trash can in the bathroom.
Just messes up the flow.
Terrible problems. Plus, we have a very themed little shave cabinet. So we found this little garbage can that we're going to set next to our little soap cabinet to hold our razor wrappers and our little scooping sticks.
Yes.
So it just makes it kind of look a little more fun in there. And they've got 10 or 12 different variations.
Ones. Yeah, it was hard to decide, but I am glad we went with this one. For sure.
Classic, right? This comes off and you can empty out your little trash.
And it just makes you smile, you know?
Yeah.
How could it not?
That's how you know you're in a wet shaving household, is you have to be reminded to take the actual garbage out, but this thing gets emptied every 4.5 hours.
It really does.
Yeah, anyway, we're glad to see you. We have a new soap today from 345, and we should probably talk about why we landed on this.
Yes,
in our first couple of weeks in the shaving world, we were watching tons of YouTube videos, and this was one that lots of people were reviewing.
We kept seeing the label go by.
Yes, beautiful simplistic label with the 8 and the 8 and the 8 and the ace, and there's a really fun story behind this that I don't know if you know. That
no, I don't think we read it yet.
But it's our first Wild West scent. I think there's something about barbershops and Old West scents that have a certain call to every American man. Let's see. The year was 1876. A famous and deadly pistolier, William H. Hickok, a.k.a. Wild Bill, was playing in what became one of the most famous 5-card stud games. Shot in the back of the head, Wild Bill's hand was considered the dead man's hand. 2 aces, 2 8s, and the legend continues. What was that 5th card?
Wow.
To commemorate Wild Bill and the history of this once lawman, we wanted to create a scent that embodies the wonderful Old West scent notes of, and we're going to save the scent notes.
Yeah, don't read that.
We're going to read those in a minute, right? So
it's great.
How do you resist
the Old
story
West
like that? What was the last card, and why do I want to know so bad?
Right?
Oh, this is exciting. Yeah. What do you think about Old West?
It's funny because we were talking earlier about like how wet shaving sort of started back in the day, and it was true. You had to go to town to get a shave.
If you wanted a close shave, you had to go to a barber.
Right. So 1876, I'm sure there was a barber in town, but there was probably like one barber that did the whole town. It's just such a different life back then.
Yeah, I know. And I love the idea. My mom's from Nevada City, and we spent a lot of time
in Old
West ghost towns and museums and the old Empire Mine and stuff. So I wonder if this is going to have some of those scents that we're used to hanging out so much in the
And I gotta say, the label on this, it puts you in the right time. Like that is a
the
wallpaper
of the saloon, right? It's the
aged
cards
a little.
he was holding. Yep. And me and my grandpa used to stay up late and play 5-card poker.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
this
awesome.
this soap all came together for me.
It just was too intriguing. And then, it's our first one from the Wild West.
And I've heard such great things about 345. Let's crack this box open.
Okay.
All right, 345. Here we go.
There are others in here that we have to withhold.
We will shield them from you for your
But
protection.
no, that 345 will be coming
But
back.
some future soaps to do as well.
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa.
Oh, popcorn.
Flying popcorn.
Flying popcorn. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
All right. So, dun, dun, dun.
There it is.
You open that part.
Okay, let's see. I like the bubble wrap.
Ooh, a different soap.
I like the clear plastic.
Me too. I'm a fan.
many
And
of
the
us.
side label.
Yeah.
If I had to pick, I'm a fan.
There she is. Lovely. Oh, and it's a little bit, that's a little bit pinker.
Yeah, it is. This is a
bit
little more like the
more
aged tan,
beige,
maybe.
and
Yeah,
that's cool. I love
yeah. I like how intriguing it is and subtle.
Right. I love how mysterious this is.
It really is.
And if you know the story, you're going to see aces over 8s, and you're going to go, something's going to ping. Right?
Yes. Well, it's funny. Until you were reading the story, I was like, oh, I have heard of this before, but I just forgot.
So if you want to take a trip to the Sons of Katie Elder or Back to the Future Part 3, I think we might be onto something here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Maybe I should go first on this.
I really hope you do. Yes.
Okay, here we go.
You picked it. Oh, that's fabulous.
Holy. Okay, I didn't expect what I saw in this soap.
Me either.
This is the first time I've been shocked. Okay,
It's like in your Lucky Charms, you know?
okay, you guys ready? Look, there's somebody put
Poker chip.
poker chip.
And it's aces over 8.
Yes!
The details, people. It's the details.
It's fantastic.
We need to roll the confetti for this, because
Oh, this might even trump a note. Look at this. Oh, that is just
we honestly don't even care what it smells like now. We
And
just
this
like
is
the
going to
detail.
sit in the shaving cabinet next to this.
For sure.
This is
Thank you.
awesome.
That was wonderful.
I can't get over the little touches in this world. I haven't even smelt this yet.
Right?
All right.
Okay, back to business.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't just the fun
Oh,
prize.
yeah.
It is a legit.
No. Okay.
Do I smell? You talk.
Okay.
You talk.
For me, I have a lot of fun in Nevada City in the actual Old West towns.
Yes.
But I have secretly even more fun at like Frontierland and like a Knott's Berry Farm, like a recreation of the Old West.
All right.
And this, rather than being like actual dirt and actual gunpowder,
Right.
You know, like
The
okay,
obvious choice.
I'm there and I'm a little scared. This is more like my brain's going, okay, where's the mine train ride? And where's the funnel cakes? And where's the saloon? And where are the dancing girls doing a show?
Right.
That is what this smells like for me.
Yeah, what's the Disney ride, the railroad one? And they have all of the stuff as part of the ride. I almost like watching this stuff before the ride more than the ride.
So the same way that those amazing places can turn the Wild West into something super fun where you want to spend the day, this is, I feel like, what they did.
Oh, like
with
Old
the
Town
smell of
Sacramento.
it.
We went to all those
Yes.
places.
Hey, are you ready?
Okay. I
Here
don't
we
know.
go.
No,
I had
no.
totally been hogging this this whole time.
He did.
Okay,
But
she gets
I'm about to
this is
understand why.
This is the patented delayed whiff of the Barbershop Duet. This is the late
I'm
whiff.
sure it was worth it. Let's see.
Holy, right?
That's funny. I don't even think if I would have said Old Town Sacramento, that's where I just was. Like, there's all these places where you make candles and you make soaps, and it's like, I can smell the age on the wood floor. I can smell the
I can
damp.
smell the wooden sidewalks.
Yeah.
Like I can. Ooh, this is fantastic.
But it's still somehow sweet. Is it vanilla? There's something.
That's what I mean about it being like open arms.
like rustic, but not.
This isn't the Old West.
dirty.
Like, what are you doing in here, Pilgrim?
Right.
I'm looking for a guy shot my paw. No, this is more like, hey, come on in. We're gonna
Right.
get your favorite drink, and it's night. It's spring outside. This is a Wild West town. If it was like
But-
friendly and inviting, I don't know how Wild Bill got
What is
shot
that,
in
like,
this.
smell of fresh wintry something like.
That's what I mean, like it's
There's
spring
something,
outside.
yeah.
There's like the beginning of
There's
spring
water.
outside. There's grass and water.
You know, like
outside.
if the scent note said fresh water, I'd be like, yeah, that's
This
what's
is
in
the
there.
Wild West you'd want to live in.
Totally.
This isn't the one you'd want to get shot in. So, but I understand the Aces over 8's and the mythology is fantastic.
Right.
But
that's a great
if
inspiration.
I was
to take
actually
us.
there and I wanted to move in, this is what I would
Right?
hope it would smell like.
Now, every movie is flashing in my head where they're in the saloon.
Yeah,
and
this
they're-
is Back to the Future 3.
There's almost like a baby powder fresh.
There is. You like just got Old West Barbershop
Yeah.
maybe in this, and oh, it is fantastic. And now because they're a new artist, and I'm curious about what scent notes
Yes,
they
please.
list. To commemorate Wild Bill and the history of the once lawman, we wanted to create a scent that embodies the wonderful Old West. Scent
Done.
notes of tobacco, mint. That's where we
I
get like the
did think there was like a-
barbershop,
yeah.
and rose. That's where we got the barbershop on the outside and like the grassiness and stuff. Sandalwood, vanilla, cedar. Yep. Patchouli. Ah, that's what kind of grounds it. Gives it a little bit of just that earthy
Timescape,
mustiness,
yeah.
maybe. Vetiver and tonka bean. A little bit of like pseudo vanilla in there.
It's every time I do the re-whiff, I get a
This is
different
the
one.
re-whiff. This is the patented Barbershop Duet re-whiff. You're
Right?
here for it right now.
Like sometimes it's sweeter, sometimes it's
You
cleaner
want to see
and
something
minty.
cool? This is the re-whiff. You only
Is
get that here.
The re-whiff squared, cubed? I don't know.
And there's something warm and lovely about it.
But then it's like the minty cold side too.
Yeah, but it's like there's part of it that's like somebody's like I guess in like an old saloon or a barbershop, there'd be like a fire going.
Yeah, I was going to say that to warm up.
There'd be like coffee being served, stuff too. It'd be equal parts home and saloon.
Yes.
Because guys just kind of got to hang out there all day, right? And I guess the girls are upstairs. So you just hang out there all day. And that's what I've got here.
There's nothing about this that I'd be like they should have added or taken away.
No.
It's a great blend of all.
And I just get the sense it's a beautiful little like town. Like, yeah. I don't know how they took like real Old West sense and turned it into like a charming, almost theme
like the
park,
American,
super fun,
like dream in a little bottle
version of that, right? I love that it's not real. I love that this is the Old West of my imagination.
But all of these things would have been found.
Yep. And they're all here, 100%.
And that's what they would have had access to.
They're just in too perfect a blend for this to be a real place.
It's too pretty
It's too perfect
for a death being connected to it.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, don't you want to know that fifth card? This is a wonderul mystery.
It's 4 of clubs. Wait, what?
What's it say?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
No.
Oh, I get even a grassiness.
I kept thinking green, and that's why the minty, like fresh water.
And like the cedar? Because it's not just the saloon, it's the town. It's the whole town.
But you had to go walk to get water, like to the fresh spring. There's something about that.
Right. Oh, this is great. Okay, I think we got to take this a little bit deeper.
Just the little things,
I can't get over this. Because I'll tell you all about this later, but I used to be a CFO and things, and just the extra little expense it would go to for the delight of opening that lid and seeing a personalized
is this
poker
a 3, 4, 5 thing
inside.
that they put trinkets, or is this just for this soap?
This is so charming. I love it. Just brings the whole world together.
You know what? We actually forgot to lather. We were so excited.
Oh my God, let's build a lather. We're terrible people. Okay, hold on.
Clearly it was a wonderful soap.
Where is my bowl? There it is.
But now we can bring it to life as we go deeper.
I think secretly that's how you know when the Barbershop Duet really likes to sing.
We got so distracted by our new fun toy and our new soap. But I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's fun little like layers to the color here. It's like you can see almost like a rusty hint to it somehow. There's the vanilla, the rose, the something. And here's a little sweeter. There I'm a little more outdoorsy maybe.
Oh, this is... Okay, ready? I'm getting the grass in this now, and the woods, and the cedar, and the outside.
Right?
Oh, it is fantastic.
Because they didn't have paved roads.
Ready? Oh.
Okay, yeah, it's much brighter. It's still warm, but it's brighter.
Yeah, but it's brighter. Love it.
This, I get the little more of the vanilla rosy action, like sweetening, warming it up. That's definitely like, bright sunlight coming through the window.
Yes, and I put a lot in here, and it all jumped on my brush. I know we don't comment on lather, but let's comment on this lather.
For our first 3, 4,
That's
5.
great lather. Oh,
right, like it puts you in a place.
You
can tell what's like if you were sitting on a bench, you can tell what's around you, what's walking by you. Like you are there. There's no question.
Puts you outside in
like
this
where's my wagon?
Wild West town. Yes,
you know, like the wagon with the horse outside waiting for you.
It's a saloon and a barbershop with the windows open in the Old West.
It's all combined.
This is great. And a green one. So if you're thinking like this is a like dark. Dry, barren, like drought-ridden town, get that out of your head.
And there's no like I kind of was thinking more saloon, like darker, maybe like a whiskey bar, like that damper, heavier thing.
I get a saloon or the barbershop next door, and it's all got the stuff outside. Yes.
Yeah, this town is alive. It's kicking. It is not ghost town. It is alive.
I don't even think this is California. I think this is too bright and green. Right? This might have to be like somewhere
like Midwest,
Montana or somewhere like that, right?
Yeah.
Like a Montana ghost town?
It may be. But that's the thing. There's no ghost yet. It's in its heyday.
This. And I love that the grass is there offering a little sweetness. And then as soon as your nose starts to grab onto that sweetness, it shifts to the inside smell. Do you get that too?
That's why I was like, I feel like I'm standing at the water hole. Like I walked outside.
Jeez, that just got like a leather all of a sudden, sort of.
Maybe the patchouli. Oh, more in this for sure.
Right?
Maybe like the patchouli vibe coming through.
I get like a long black leather jacket.
Smell this next to it. Because that's more the sweeter.
That's not in there.
No, it's woke up here.
That's not in there. How do you do that? That's awesome. That's only in here when you wet it. It's like a gremlin. It changes when you get it wet.
Morphs in front of your nose.
Oh, this is just fantastic, 345. The legends are true.
Yeah, and look at that. You're right. That lather is kind of cray.
Making a mess. I'm surprised it's not all down me.
So, if you find yourself in a game with aces and eights.
He got his own. So, head over to 345soap.com to check out this and a wide range of other cool stuff. Three, four, five. 345 is an awesome shave. I had sort of figured out something about lathering when I was doing my shave with 345. I was putting way too much water in the bowl to begin with because I had just seen everybody shaving and everybody always says, it's thirsty, and they're adding water. Nay. I learned to start with just enough water to get it started and then add more as it asks for it and learning how it asks for it. When I did that, this soap was insanely cool. I mean, now I know I'm getting better at lathering, and that's a big conceptual thing. But when I lathered it, it stayed right where I lathered it, and it stayed there in a very thick way. So, when they talk about yogurt, that's not a metaphor. I was like, oh, it's yogurt-ish. No. You want to work your lather till it's like legit yogurt. And that way, when you put it on your face, it doesn't drip down. It doesn't move. It stays there, and it hugs it. And this did it. And having spent a couple extra days with the scent, it really unfolds after a couple days after you first open it. And now I get a lot more of the balance of the gunpowder and a little bit of the dust and the grass. There's more of it that comes out over a little bit of time. So I'm not entirely sure why that happens, but I'm grateful it does. This does smell a bit different than it did a few days ago. Just the notes just sort of come out and balance themselves. So yeah, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but revisit your soaps every once in a while. Get a little aromatherapy going on before bed. So thank you, 345. This is really cool, and I'm excited. And the poker chip, that's one of my new favorite stories in the whole shaving world. Bravo.
Welcome to Messages. We want to make sure that we have all of our bases covered.
So you're going to see this placard, and you're going to let us know if there are any artisans that are not yet on it, because we want to make sure we cover as many people as we can before Thanksgiving.
And we just keep finding new ones, so we don't want to miss anyone.
Yes,
so please let us know.
345 soaps. Oh, we're so excited to be a part of this family now. This, for me, says it all, because I've not done a lot of gambling, but I've held real chips. This has real weight.
It does have weight.
This is a real poker chip. So what I love about this world is that they're not just stopping at fantastic soaps and fantastic scents. No. They are always going that extra mile to make sure that you are just a little bit more delighted than you were before.
The stickers, the candy, the wrapping.
Yes, even just putting a little barber pole as the eye in Amigos the other day. Right. It's just these little tiny touches that show us how much they care about our me time.
Right,
they know how much we love this world, and they are giving us just little surprises around every corner to make it real.
And don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
It's over here, and you'll smell better just watching this.